Hi, I'm Spencer Jones,
I'm Wyatt Byron.
and welcome to this week's edition of Nauset News. Here are your announcements. Nauset has many clubs going on. On Monday, there's Feminism Club and Mock Trial. On Tuesday, there's Project Purple and STEM Club. On Wednesday, there's Chinese Culture Club, Key Club, and Chess Club. And on Thursday, there's Art Club and Culinary Club. We are still accepting purchases for either online or stopping by Miss McGowan's room in B201 for yearbooks. In addition to the printed volume, the yearbook buyers also will have access to a complete digital version that's accessible for most tablets and smartphones using the app Plus One. The Brewster Regional Little League is looking for 15 teenage umpires to umpire their minor league games. Individuals have to be at least 13 years old, and baseball knowledge is preferred. And you may be required to take some umpiring class. The pay is $30 per game, and interested individuals should contact Jennifer Ebel. The Nauset Wins program is heating up, and students, teachers, and staff from NRMS and NRHS are invited. Nauset Wins is an annual half-day community service event on the last Saturday in April. Nauset Wins is an opportunity for us to give back to a community who has been and continues to be very generous in the Nauset school system. This event will bring us together collectively as classmates for one last time before graduation. Nauset Wins will start in the auditorium at Nauset Regional Middle School, where the students will receive their Nauset Wins t-shirts, get their work site assignment, and board buses that will take them to their work sites. And it's on April 30th, 2016, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And now Wyatt for this week's lineup.
First up is Top Story. It's Vacation Plans by Ben Wislow. High Five is an interview with Max Christopher by Ian Arvidsson. Sports with Spencer Jones. The Special Report is a job fair by Ben Keegans. Things to Do is me and Anthony McCulloch Howard. Talent Search is a printmaking artist by Tim Polera. The Student Council Update with Jack Auer and Lily Merle. Health Tip is Energy Drinks and Their Dangers by Jacob Scott. An extra story is on The Vans Hats by Spencer Jones again, and many other extra stories. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Wyatt. And now for this week's top story.
Hello, my name is Silas Grepsky, and I'm here with DeAndre Ricketts. All right, so this year, Nauset is doing a project with the help of key faculty members and sponsored by the National Honor Society Club called an Enchanting Wardrobe Project. And basically, students are invited to donate both new and used prom dresses, which will then be available at no cost to students who would not be able to purchase one themselves. The National Honor Society released a flyer to promote this project, and on the front, there is a picture of a dress that DeAndre here drew herself. So DeAndre, a couple of questions for you. First off, how involved in the project are you?
I'm very involved. I'm asking everyone I know to donate as many dresses as they can, because that's pretty much all we can do.
And are you doing the collection of the dresses yourself?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually asking people to donate them and drop them off in the fashion room because we have more space there.
Yeah. And how do students contact you when it comes time for giving them out?
On the posters, I put 2 rooms where they could drop them off, so they don't have to contact me.
But when they do pick them up for prom, when you're giving them out?
Well, actually, it wasn't originally our project, it was DY's project, and they contacted us and asked us to do the same, and so we're going to switch the dresses with them, and they're going to give us the dresses that they collected, so that the kids don't have to see people who donate the dresses, so it'll be awkward.
Yeah. And so how long have you been a fashion student?
Since freshman year.
Okay, and you like the class?
Yeah.
When you're doing the whole class itself, I know you do a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
but do you find yourself doing more sketching, designing, and creating the ideas for the dresses, or more doing final products, making the dresses themselves?
Well, we have to sketch everything before we make it, so we do actually have to do everything, but I really like making the stuff more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you like doing, the sewing work and stuff like that more? And do you plan on taking fashion to a higher educational or even professional state where you'd be going on to college for fashion and or trying to create a career in it?
I've thought about it, but it's not, I have good grades, so
Yep.
it's not that practical.
So, but you might still do it, you know, as a
Yeah,
hobby or something.
yeah, as a
because
hobby, yeah.
From what it looks like from the sketch and what I've heard
Yeah.
about your work, it seems you're pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any, because you're a junior?
Junior, yeah.
Okay, so are you looking at colleges yet?
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any colleges in mind?
I really want to go to Howard.
Howard, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for giving us your time. My name is Sas Krepsky, and that was John Ricketts.
Hi, I'm Jack Gower,
And I'm Lily Merle.
and this is Nauset Student Council Update.
We recently discussed how Rock the Stage went and how we as a council can improve for next year. Overall, the event was a huge success, and we were able to raise an amazing amount of money for a freshman who is currently waiting for a heart transplant. We also collected items for the Nauset Care Package project that has been a huge success with all the help from the Nauset District. The next event that we will start to be planned within Student Council is Mix It Up Day. It is a day where at all 3 lunches, students are encouraged to sit with others and make new friends. On each table are questions to ask and hopefully meet new people that you wouldn't have without this event. Nauset Student Council will be participating in Nauset Wednesday on April 30th, which is a community service event that will have various projects over the Lower Cape.
We also hope to participate in Nauset Cares Day, which is another community service event sponsored by the Lower Cape Outreach. Additionally, on April 13th, the Council attended the Southeastern Massachusetts Association of Student Council's Spring Conference. The conference was an amazing experience for the Nauset Student Council. As a council, we took away ideas on how to get our peers more involved and how to promote school spirit to get our school more excited about upcoming events. In the upcoming weeks, we'll begin to plan homecoming of 2016, as a lot of preparation goes into making the event so amazing for the students here at Nauset. As a reminder, if anyone is interested to join Student Council, please feel free to stop by at one of our meetings on Wednesday mornings. Our advisors, Ms. Kimmick and Ms. Maville, are always welcoming and encouraging to new members of the club. I hope you learn more about what the Council has planned in the future for Nauset. This has been Jack Gower and Lily Merle with the Nauset Student Council Update. Thank you and good night.
Hi, I'm Anthony McCullough-Howard. My fellow student Spencer Jones will be talking about the fight between Nauset, who is partnered with Vans, against teen smoking and tobacco use. There's a raffle that'll be going on soon, and to enter, you need to sign a pledge that says you will avoid tobacco use and nicotine use. The prize for the raffle is a custom snapback hat, and Spencer will be conducting some interviews with a student and a nurse.
Basically, it's a partnership with Van, and they're basically just trying to stop teen smoking, where you signed a pledge to be clean. So it was kind of like a clean brain, because when you smoke, it kind of degrades your brain, so I thought maybe a healthy brain would be something cool to put on a hat. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
And were there other people in your class who designed hats, or was it just you?
Yes, there was this girl, Kaylee, she's not here today,
Yep.
but she designed a hat with the night sky and an owl on it.
And now I'm here with our school nurse, Jamie. And so could you just tell us some of the, basic dangers of teen smoking?
Teen smoking is, kind of a tough issue because that's the age where a lot of people like to experiment, and they don't really realize that some of the behaviors that they're experimenting with are addictive. The nicotine in the cigarettes, it has some chemicals that can cause cancer. They're very addictive, and things that people don't know are cigarettes are a vasoconstrictor, so it constricts your vessels in your body, and it causes your blood pressure and your heart rate to go up. So if you're an anxious kid anyways, cigarette smoking and nicotine will, make you feel more anxious and feel worse.
All right, and you might know a little bit about the Vans, what we were doing with Vans. So do you think that sounds like a good idea that might help kids stop?
Yeah, because it's a cause and a brand that a lot of kids can relate to, and it may make them feel more willing to participate if they feel that they could connect with the brand.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we'll end with, if there was like one thing you could say to either just about teen smoking or a teen that was considering cigarettes or nicotine of some sort, is there anything, or what would you say?
I just say think wisely with the choices you make in high school because something that you participate with that's addicting can affect you for the rest of your life.
All right. Well, thank you very much for your time.
That wraps up this Nauset News story on tobacco and nicotine use. I'm Anthony McCulloch-Howard for Spencer Jones. This has been Nauset News.
Hi, I am Jacob Scott with this week's Nauset Health Tip. Energy drinks, we have all heard of them, and we know them from one brand or another, and some of us have consumed them once, or some of us consume them on a regular basis. I'm not one of the people who have consumed them at all. They can be good in moderation and give you a good energy boost when you need it, but they can cause harm to your body if you consume too much of it in a short amount of time. Make sure you consume these drinks responsibly, or they can have potential side effects, even though the long-term side effects are not fully understood as of now. Some of the side effects, according to caffeineinformer.com, is the caffeine itself in energy drinks can lead to increased blood pressure, anxiety, panic attacks, allergic reactions, and painful withdrawal if you consume a lot. These are not symptoms if you drink energy drinks right off the bat, but if you consume too much in a small time frame. These can affect you greatly. The sugar in these energy drinks affect you in a lesser way. High sugar drinks have links to obesity and increase the risks of type 2 diabetes. Again, energy drinks can be safe if you drink them in moderation, but they should not be a staple in your diet. It's better if you stay away from larger cans like 24 ounces and stay more near the 8-ounce cans. If you have a heart condition, please stay away from these kinds of energy drinks because it can be deadly for you, since with increased heart rate, it can maybe make your heart fail. Try different alternatives like sports drinks or powder that you mix with water, and just be safe out there. Make sure you research these drinks before you consume them, and make sure you find better alternatives, even if it's not something you don't like that much. Thank you. This has been Jacob Scott with Nauset News' Health Tip of the Week.
Okay, hello, I'm Timothy Polero, and I'm here with your Nauset Talent Search student, Amanda. She is taking a printmaking class with Miss Ogden, and they are currently working on sea animal prints, which will be entering an upcoming exhibit. Do you know where this exhibit will be?
Yeah, the National Seashore.
Yep, alright. So what animal did you choose?
Orca whale. They're really cool, and I like whales.
Awesome. Did you use a template, or did you do this all hand drawn?
Nah, I just hand drew it on a slate of Easy Cut and then cut it out.
Alright. So what's the process of making, or printmaking, and can you give us a little run through?
Well, first you decide what you're going to print, and you draw it out, and then you take a piece of Easy Cut, and you draw it out again, and then you cut it out with a tool, and then you put ink on it, and you roll it, and you print it on a piece of paper.
Alright. Would you suggest this class to others? Do you think it's fun?
Yeah, it's a pretty awesome class. You don't have to be really artistic. It's an easy class.
Alright. What can go wrong with printmaking?
Cutting too deep, and then the ink bleeds through.
You have to start all over?
Yeah, to start all over.
Ooh, has that happened yet?
A few times.
Yeah. What's your favorite aspect of printmaking?
The fact that you don't have to be super artistic, and you don't have to be able to draw a full person. You can just create something, and it's super easy.
Alright, well, I'm Tim Polero, and this is Amanda, and this has been your Student Talent Search of the Week. Now we're going to go in and look at some extra projects that other students have done.
There were close to 800 entries in the Massachusetts Marine Educators Marine Art Contest, representing 8 states, although the majority came from Massachusetts, and Nauset Regional High School students are entering this contest this year too. Artwork is judged on creativity, technique, accuracy of artwork in complying with the contest theme of Amazing Ocean Creatures of Stellwagen Bank National Marine Sanctuary. Winning artwork of several honorable mentions have been framed and become a part of the traveling exhibit that has been touring public venues such as the JFK Federal Building in Boston, Rhode Island Audubon Education Center, Salem National Historic Site Visitor Center, and the Cape Cod National Seashore Visitor Center. The work has been on tour since the fall and continuing through the school year.
Hi, I'm Anthony McCulloch-Howard, and this is Wyatt Byron, here with things to do for the 15th to the 29th of April. First up are activities. Go check out the new releases of films that Wyatt will be talking to you about at any of the many cinemas available on the Cape. The Orpheum in Chatham, the Wellfleet Cinemas, the Cape Cinema, and the Entertainment Cinema are all great choices. On Monday, April 18th, there will be the 22nd Annual Patriots Day Golf Tournament. This will take place at the Ridge Club in Sandwich at around 10 a.m. If you want to see the signs of spring, check the Sandy Neck Beach on Tuesday at 10 a.m. See how we're leaving winter behind in Barnstable. Next, for any gardeners watching, there will be tips and help offered on Thursday the 21st. Head on down to the Free Public Library in South Dennis at 2 p.m. If you are heading off Cape to Northern Mass today or tomorrow, witness the sound of music at the Boston Opera House on the 15th and 16th. Times vary by date. Order online at Broadway.com. The James Taylor Tribute Band, featuring Greg Johnson, who is a teacher at the Nauset Middle School, will be playing at the Cultural Center of Cape Cod in South Yarmouth on Saturday, April 23rd at 7:30. Finally, if students would like to do some volunteer work and get involved in the community with their friends, they should sign up for Nauset Wednesday. I won't go into detail because Spencer has already done that, but I will say that I myself will be participating in it, and I know several others will as well. And finally, if you're looking for a place to take the kids over vacation, go to the Cape Cod Museum of Natural History in Brewster. There are numerous events scheduled for the April vacation, such as bird watching, shipwrecks, mixology, butterflies, humpback whales, and kite building. Now I'll defer to Wyatt Byron for some movies that we played at the aforementioned cinemas.
First off is Eye in the Sky, starring Helen Mirren, and is set in modern times and narrates the pros and cons of drone warfare. It goes in depth to the actual use and funding by bureaucrats. It is rated R. Next is My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2, a sequel to the first Big Fat Greek Wedding movie. Starring Nia Vardalos and James Corbett, it is where a family gets together before a large wedding and shows the unique interactions between the family members. And finally is Zootopia, rated PG, and it's an animated adventure in which a rabbit, working as a rookie cop, must track down a fox, ironically, to solve the missing mammals case. If you like one-liners and stunning visuals, check this out.
Those all sound like very interesting movies.
I am excited.
I'm Anthony McCulloch-Howard with Wyatt Byron, and this has been Things to Do.
Hi again, I'm Spencer Jones with this week's edition of Sports, and this week I'm going to be telling you about some of the sports and teams and athletes to watch out for this spring. In tennis, the Dodoli sisters, Nika and Gabby, along with teammate Haley Navarro, will be turning heads this season, especially after starting off their schedule with some early wins, including ACL rival Sandwich High School. The sailing team should be sailing to many victories this season as they have 4 new boats, thanks to the grant secured by top sailor Sam Spiegel. If you have never seen a regatta, check out a home event this season at the Orleans Yacht Club. Now in track, if you want to see the best runners in the school, stop by a home track meet. You'll see Brian Brooks, Andre Boyce, and Dylan McDonough, along with female sensations Madikit Nobley and Callie Schott. And in boys baseball, pitcher Paul Prue is coming off a great season last year after winning the ACL title. Nauset will be under pressure to shine again. And here is an interview with Paul Prue.
What are your goals for this season?
Same as every year. We're hoping to win a state championship. Some of our smaller goals to reach that would be winning the ACL, winning most of our home games, just kind of battling through the year without no injuries or anything.
And how does your team stack up this year versus, say, last year?
I'm pretty confident in our team. Obviously, we lost a few valuable assets like Willie Boyd and Garrett and Chris Holcomb. But I think we're very competitive this year. We have the eagerness, the drive, so I believe we're ready.
And who are some of the more promising players that you might want to look out for this season?
Brendan Chisholm is definitely one. We have a few returning seniors, Keno Gray, Sam Majeski, Mason Swift. We have a few juniors, Michael Doherty, a few freshmen even, Matt Labarge, JP O'Barge, John Wilcox, so we're ready to go.
And do you know what your pitching rotation looks like?
No idea, actually. We have a lot of young arms, a lot of kids ready to fill their role when their name's called upon, so a lot of guys ready to go.
And do you have any plans for college yet?
I'll be going to Wheaton College to play some baseball there, so I'm very excited. Oh yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Paul.
Thank you. Absolutely.
And I'm Spencer Jones again with this week's Nauset Sports.
I'm Benjamin Keegans with Nauset News in our special report. I'm here with one of the guidance counselors who is going to tell us about the job fair. So what is the job fair?
The job fair is an opportunity for local businesses to come into the high school. About 40 local businesses will come on April 28th. That's a Thursday from 3 to 5. School gets out and then kids can go to the different vendors in the cafeteria chance to look at what jobs are available for the summer. Also, there's some full-time positions, year-round positions, and you'll usually see a lot of kids back from college or adults come back in to check out the job fair as well.
Where will this be?
It'll be in the cafeteria on the 28th at 3 o'clock.
How long will it last?
2 hours approximately, and like I said, the vendors will get there a little bit earlier to set up, and so right as school gets out, it'll open.
On average, how many businesses do you get?
Between 40 and 45. I think last year was a high of 45. I think this year right now around 41.
Is there any sign-up process involved prior to the event?
Businesses will sign up at the Eastham Chamber of Commerce website, but for individuals coming to look for possible jobs, no, they just show up.
This was Benjamin Keegans with the Nauset News Special Report. On to the next segment.
Hi, I'm Spencer Jones with the Nauset News Extra Story. As many of you may already know, one of our freshman class of 2019 classmates, Samuel, has been in the hospital for quite some time now. He was very healthy at the beginning of the year, but then recently came down with a heart condition and is now in need of a transplant. You can find many sites, like a Caring Bridge site, online to donate to him. And you can also find some jars around campus, including one in Mrs. LeBranch's office, which we'll go to now.
In the N building, near the main office, you can see these signs for Sam's fundraiser. And by Mrs. LeBranch's office, you can even deposit a few dollars if you have any.
Hi, I'm Ian Arvidsson here with Max Christopher, the freshman, the rank 1 student in the freshman class who also is on the baseball team. He's our high five student of the week. So, Max, what's your favorite subject?
I'd have to say geometry.
Yeah, what makes you like it so much?
I don't know, it's something I'm really good at, and I like math and knowledge involved in it.
Mm-hmm. Who's your favorite teacher then?
I like Mr. Mack a lot from civics and government.
Right, yeah. What's say your best class?
Probably geometry again.
Yeah. So what would you find as like a major key to success in your school career?
I don't know, just a lot of studying really helps, as long as you keep on top of your studying, and that's probably the best.
That's good advice for all the underachievers in school. So, I heard you made it on the baseball team. You're a swing player, right? So that means you play for both JV and varsity?
Yeah.
Okay, what team do you usually play more for?
I'm gonna play a lot for JV, but I'm gonna be called up for varsity against it.
Nice. What position do you play?
I'm a pitcher.
Awesome. So what are you looking for, like, for what college are you thinking of in the future?
I'm not really thinking of any college specifically, but I'm aiming for probably an Ivy League school.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have like any idea what you might want to major in?
Probably something science or math related. Not really, but something along those lines.
After your college, do you have any plans for your future?
Not really. I haven't really thought that far ahead.
And based on that, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Where do I see myself in 10 years?
I hope
Maybe still in college, getting majors.
Yeah, that's a good plan. Well, I'm Ian Arvidsson again, and this has been Max Christopher, our High Five Student of the Week.
Nice.
Hi, my name is Silas Grepsky, and I'm here with Brian Sullivan and Carolyn Saunders. So could you guys explain what the new recycling bins are for?
Yeah, these are just to encourage recycling around campus. We get them for all the teachers. There's actually a program that donates them to schools in need of recycling bins.
Yeah, the green team, we actually, yesterday we just, our advisor, Mr. Simpson, drove down to Boston to pick all of these up for us. Very nice of him. And so we're distributing them to all the classrooms now.
Okay, and what was the, was it a club or is it a group that?
Oh yeah, this is with Nauset Green Club.
Okay.
So we meet every Wednesday, E101 at 8 a.m.
Okay, and what does the Green Club cover? Is it only recycling or is it multiple?
This is actually a project that we started earlier in the year, but they only give them out in April, so we've been waiting on this. But yeah, we have some different stuff in mind that we're trying to build
students
up.
can bring them down. We have the large green recycling bins that then get emptied to the dumpsters. So there's one in the library downstairs, or a couple in the library. So we're hoping that you can send students down to do that whenever it fills up.